Hello, welcome everyone. So today we'll be doing a webinar showing you how to maximize your responses using different collection methods in Zoho Survey. I'm Trishna Menon and I'll be hosting today's session. I have Abdul here with me to demonstrate the different features and its benefits for you. We also have Karthikeyan, Faris, Suganthan on our panel. So they'll be here to answer any questions you may have. The whole purpose behind having multiple methods to reach out to your survey takers is so that A, you can get as many responses as possible, and B, so that you can make it as convenient as possible for your respondents. Some may not have internet connection, some may not have their own devices, some might not be able to access their emails regularly. So it's good to provide them with options to answer from which they can choose the best way that suits them. This gives you a more meaningful data, which you can use to make more accurate decisions. You'll have a lot of data, a lot of relevant data with which you can make decisions. So let's get started. So in this session today, we'll be covering how to send email campaigns from within survey, from Zoho campaigns, as well as from MailChimp. We will also be showing you how to send an inline email, which is a survey question that you could embed in your email. We'll also cover how to embed your surveys into your website as an iframe or as a pop-up, and even add it to your Facebook page. This will be followed by showing you how to collect responses offline and uploading it onto your reports later on once you are back online. And lastly, we will show you how to buy responses using our platform and getting your surveys answered through research panels chosen as per your preferred target audience. So that's the quick summary of what's coming up. Now, I will hand over the controls to Abdul and he can take over the demonstration of all the features. Abdul, over to you.
Thank you, Trishna. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. I am Abdul, and I will be demonstrating today's session. As Trishna mentioned earlier, I'll be showing you the different options available in Zoho Survey to collect survey responses. So let's get right into it. So we'll move on to the next slide. So one of the most commonly used methods to send out the survey is through email. And here we'll have different options to do that. Number one, we have the built-in email distribution of Zoho Survey. Number two, we have email campaigns integration, namely Zoho Campaign and MailChimp. Number three, we have inline email, which used for embedding the survey into the email body directly. Now, if you see the benefits of email survey campaign, you can easily send out the survey to many people at once within few clicks. And you can easily track the respondents' completion status, like whether they answered the survey or not, and you can send them a follow-up reminder email. Now, I will show you how to do this in the product. Yes, hope everyone can see my screen. So here we are in the user interface of Zoho Survey, where I have already created a sample survey with few questions. So we can directly get into the survey, and we can go to the builder, and from the builder, go to launch, and where you can publish the survey and you can start distributing to the audience. And if you're a Zoho One user and standalone Zoho Survey user, this would be your user interface. And if you are a CRM Plus user, the user interface will look like this, where you need to choose the survey application in the left side panel, where you can able to see the list of surveys you have. So you can choose your preferred survey that you'd like to send. And similarly, you can go to the builder, go to the launch, and remaining will be the same with respect to the standalone user interface. Now, heading back to the standalone user interface of Zoho Survey, we'll publish the survey. That will be getting a survey link. So you can share this link via email. Now under the distribution, you can see email. So this is the built-in email distribution of Zoho Survey where we'll be sending out the survey. So now to create the email, I will click on the create email button over here. So where we can able to customize the sender name. So you can either add your name or else you can add your email address. And in the send to, you will have an import contacts option. So you can click on this import contacts button where you can type in the email address of your contact list one after the other. Or if you save the contact list in a CSV or a XLS file, you can choose the file from your computer and you can upload it. So for now, I already have a contact list in my computer. So I will upload it here. So choose the XLS file and choose the file which I have in my computer and click on open. And you can edit the mailing list name and you can click on add. So once you added the recipients list, if you want to customize the subject of your email, you can customize it over here. And if you scroll down further, this would be the email template editor. So you hover the mouse to this pencil icon and click on this icon where you will get into the email template editor and you can able to customize the background color of the header. So if you want to customize the background color, just use this color slider, or if you knew the RGB value, you can just enter those values and you can click on apply. And now I'm not going to customize the built-in template. And here's the button. So by default, the survey link would be embedded into this begin survey button. And if you want to change the label of the button, you can change it. So for now, I will change it with start survey. And if you scroll down further, there'd be a checkbox called show powered by Zoho Survey. So if you don't want the Zoho Survey branding, you can disable this checkbox and you can click on OK. So now we have customized the email template, and here you will have an option to save this email template so that you no need to customize the template for each and every survey. You can save it for once and you can reuse it for all your future surveys. Now I will save the template and I will give a name, my template, and click on save. So this will be saved under the template gallery, so I can reuse it later. And we do have an option called embed a survey question. So you can, instead of adding the survey link into the email template, you can directly embed any of your survey question within the email body so that the participant can directly answer the survey, the one question within the email. And once they answered it, they'll be redirected to a new page where they can fill out the remaining questions and they can submit it. So for now, I'll be doing the normal method, which is I'm adding the survey link into a button. And if you scroll down further, you will have an option to send. So I will click on the send button. And there are two options. Either you can send the survey distribution immediately, or you can send later for a later date and time. So you can choose the date and time when you would like to send the survey, or else if you want to send the survey periodically, like if you want to send the same survey every day or over a week or month, then you can choose the interval and you can set up the periodic distribution. So for now, I will go back and send the survey immediately. Now the email has been sent successfully, and there are two options displayed over here. So which is you can schedule a reminder email now, or else you can do it later. So for now, I will choose schedule reminder later. So now we are in the overview section of the email distribution, where you could able to see the email statistics, like how many of them opened the email and how many of the emails were delivered and bounced. And you can also move on to the recipient section over here to see the list of recipients and their respondent status, like either they answered the survey or not. And you can also use this drop-down menu to filter out who are the partial participants and who are the completed participants. And if you want to create a reminder email, you can hover the mouse over to the initial distribution which you set, and you can click on create reminder, and there will be a reversed list will be there. So you can either choose the recipient list as non-completed participants or both the partial completed and the non-completed participant. And if you want to edit the email content, you can make changes to it by clicking on edit icon, and you can do the changes, and you can click on OK. And you can either send this reminder email immediately, or even you can schedule it for later date and time. Now we'll go back and we'll move on to the campaigns integration now. So as I said earlier, so we have integration with Zoho Campaigns and MailChimp. So in Zoho Campaign, so both are mass email marketing software. So for now, I'll be starting with Zoho Campaign. So we can click on the start button over here. So where you will be redirected to the campaigns page where you can customize the email template, you can choose the recipient list, and you can send out the survey. So we are in the campaigns page now, and you can give a name for your campaign. I will give customer satisfaction survey for your reference, and then we can give the campaign subject. Like, I would love your opinion. And if you want to include the sender name, you can include it. And if you want to personalize the email subject with the recipient's name, you can also personalize it by clicking on the personalized dropdown, and you can include the contact's first name. And you can click on the next button over here, where you will get into the templates option, where you can either use your saved templates or for now, I will use the basic template. So click on the basic template. And for now, I will choose blank template. So once you've chosen the template, you will get into the email template editor, where you could able to see various elements you can use it for in the campaign. So if you want to add a text in your campaign, you can go with the text element. So for now, I will start with composing the email content. So I will choose the text element. So choose the text, and I'll be personalizing the email content. Say hi. And to personalize the email message, you can use the merge tags, where you can include the contact's name or the email address. So the email would be personalized. Now I will have a simple email message like please, and see the customer satisfaction survey. By clicking on the below button, or by clicking on the start survey button. Now the next step is we need to add the survey link into a button similar to the email distribution. For that, I need to add the button element. So in the element list, you need to choose the button. So you can choose your preferred button type. And here you need to customize the button label. Instead of get now, I will customize it with start survey. And we are going to include the survey URL by clicking on this contact icon and scroll down to survey merge tag and choose survey URL. And we will click on done, and we'll proceed with the save and next button. Yes. Now we are in the preview page, like whether if you'd like to make any changes to the email content, you can click on the edit content and you can do the changes. So for now, I will proceed with next. And now we are in the section where we can choose the recipient list. So I have a contact list named Abdul list. So I will choose this contact mailing list and click on next, so that this campaign will be sent for the review. So our team will review the campaign in order to check whether any fraudulent activities is involved in the campaign. And once the campaign is approved, you could able to send the campaign immediately, or you can send it for later date and time. So I will click for send for review. So it may take 2 to 5 minutes. So for now, I already have a campaign already reviewed. So I will go to that campaign. So we can go to the campaigns menu and click on the advanced campaign, where I can able to see the list of campaigns I already drafted or launched. So as you could see, I already have a reviewed campaign. So I will click on this campaign. And you can able to see either if you want to send now, or you can schedule the campaign, or you can send in batches. For now, I will choose the send immediately. So the campaign will be sent, and you can be able to give a confirmation. Yes. So once the campaign was sent out, you can view the report. So similar to email distribution, it will show you the statistics like how many emails have been opened and how many of them are unopened, and you can send the remainder email to the non-respondent. So let me refresh the screen and we'll see the reports. Yes. As you could see, the delivered stats is 100%. And you can also go to the survey results. Since we have a direct integration, you can clearly see like how many participants have answered the survey. So there are no completed surveys so far. And we can go to the partial survey or yet to be started. And if you want to send up a follow-up reminder email, you can send a follow-up campaign. Now we'll move on to the Zoho Survey user interface, and we'll move to the MailChimp integration. So similar to Zoho campaign, I'll be clicking on the start button in the MailChimp. So where if you're, because I already logged in into my MailChimp account, so it's not asking for any authentication. But if you haven't logged into your MailChimp account, it will ask you to enter your login credential. So only then you could able to see your mailing list at the first step. So this is my mailing list in my MailChimp account. So I will choose my mailing list, which is survey, and click on next. So where you'll need to enter the campaign name and the sender email address and the from name and the reply to email address. Once you added all the information, you can proceed with the next button, where you'll be given with the template, pre-built-in template. So if you want to edit the template, you can click on edit, and you'll be get into the template editor, where you can customize the email content, and the survey link will be embedded into the take survey button. So if you want to rename the button label, you can double click on it and you can change the survey button. And once you've done the changes, you can click on save and you can submit it. So once we clicked on the submit button, we'll be taking into the MailChimp page, where we can review the campaign and we can send it to the actual audience. So I will go to the campaigns. So this is the campaign which we created now. So you can click on this campaign and you can verify if everything is perfect. Otherwise, you can customize it now. And once you confirmed everything is perfect, you can either send it immediately or you can schedule it for later date and time. Yes. And now we'll move on to the inline email option, which is nothing but you can directly embed single question within the email body rather than sending the survey as a link. So you can choose the survey question which you'd like to embed in the email and select the distribution servers. Like if you're going to send the survey via Zoho CRM, Zoho campaign, or if you're using any other email tool, you can choose other email clients. So for now, I'm going to send this email through Zoho Campaign. So I will choose the distribution service as Zoho Campaign. And if you want to track any information like email address, first name, last name in the survey reports, then you need to add a custom variable by clicking on the drop-down menu and create a custom variable for email. And the type would be the email and save it. And in the parameter value dropdown, you need to add the merge tag that is available in your campaign platform. So since I'm going to use Zoho Campaign, I'll be choosing the merge tag that is available in Zoho Campaigns tool, and I will generate the HTML. So now we got the HTML. Now the next step is we need to copy this HTML and we need to put it in the Zoho Campaigns email template. So now we'll move on to the Zoho Campaigns page. We'll create a regular campaign. Similarly, we need to name the campaign. So, and we'll also add other information like the recipient list and we'll send it out. So add the email subject like customer satisfaction survey and click on save. And similarly, you can add the sender name and the recipient list. Abdul, and click on save. Now you can add the recipients. Click on add recipients. And this time as well, I will choose my contacts and scroll down and save it. And the final step is you need to create the content where we will be pasting the embed code. So now create content. And now, instead of choosing the basic template, now we need to choose HTML code editor since we need to paste the HTML code. Now, we need to choose the HTML icon over here and delete the HTML and paste the HTML which we got in Zoho Survey. So you can copy the HTML code from here and go to the campaigns page and paste it over here. And click on insert. So as you could see, we can easily embed the survey within the campaign. And we can save and next. And this would be the same process where will be send the campaign for review. And once it's reviewed, you can send it for later date and time, or you can send it immediately. So with this, we have completed the email distribution option. So now we'll show the other survey embedding option available. So in Zoho Survey, you can embed the survey in social media, that is Facebook, and you can also embed the survey in your website as an iframe embed or pop-up survey. So what are the benefits of embedding the survey? So by embedding the survey, the visitor can easily answer the survey within your website whenever they are visiting into your website, and collecting feedback will be easier. And you can also collect relevant feedback when they are answering the survey from your website. So now we'll move on to the user interface of Zoho Survey, and I will show you how to do that. So in the same launch, you can find Facebook under the distribution. So where you need to connect your survey account with your Facebook account. Once you connect it, then you could be able to see the list of Facebook pages you have in your account. So for now, I already connected. So I could easily select my Facebook page that I would like to post and click on the post button. So now the survey is automatically embedded into the Facebook page. So if you want to see how it looks like, you can open the Facebook page in a new tab. So the respondents can just go into your Facebook page and they need to click on the Zoho survey section over here, and you could able to see the survey form will be embedded. So within your Facebook page, they can easily give their feedback and you can get the responses in the reports. So similarly, you can also embed the survey as a pop-up survey in your website. So we will generate the code for you. So choose the pop-up survey under website insert, and you can configure the settings like whether you would like to show the pop-up survey on all pages or only on specific pages, or specific URL path you would like to show the pop-up survey. So you can make this configuration based on your need, and you can also set up the pop-up timing, like after the page loads immediately if you want to pop up the survey, or you can also customize the position of your pop-up survey, like if you want to bottom right position or bottom left. So you can choose the position of pop-up survey and you can generate the code. So the pop-up survey code is generated. So all you need to do is you need to copy the code from Zoho Survey and you need to go into your site builder and you need to paste the code. So in Zoho, we have a site builder tool called Zoho Sites. So I already created a sample site in my account. So I will go to the site builder by entering sites.zoho.com. So this is my sample site, which is in live. So I will click on edit. So we are currently in the site builder. So all you need to do is you need to paste the code which we generated from Zoho Survey. In order to do that, you need to add an element. So click on add element over here, where you can able to see the list of elements you'd like to add similar to the campaigns. But from this site, we need to select the element as embed. For the pop-up survey, you need to choose code snippet, and we'll give a name for the code for just for reference, and we will paste the code here. And you can click on OK. And now we'll publish the site and we will see how it looks in the live site. So we'll go to the my site, which is in live. Yes, if you scroll down to the bottom, you could able to see the pop-up appears like this. So the participants can directly answer the survey from your website. So similarly, instead of pop-up survey, if you want to have the survey embedded as an iframe, you can also do it by generating the code from Zoho Survey. So below the pop-up survey, we have as embed option where you can find the iframe code. So now I will go back to my site builder and I will add another element for the iframe code and I will publish the site again. So now I will be editing the site. So again, I need to do the same. I need to add an element. I need to paste the code. So I will scroll down and this time I'll be adding a new element and scroll down to the element list, choose the embed option instead of code snippet. And you can paste the iframe code here and you can click on OK. So now you could able to see the survey form is embedded as an iframe and you can publish this site so that this will be available in your live site. So now if you refresh the sites, you could able to see both the pop-up survey as well as the iframe embedded survey. Yes. So now let's move on to the offline survey, how you can collect the survey responses offline. So using the offline survey feature, you can easily collect the responses offline without internet connection. So this will be used for if you're conducting a field survey at trade shows, you can have the survey placed in a standalone booth so the participants can come and answer the surveys. And once you're done with the survey response collection, you can upload the responses once you have an active internet connection. I will show you how to do this in the user interface. So I will share the screen. Now we'll go back to the user interface and we have the offline survey option below the online. So we need to click on the get started now button. where you need to enter the password for your offline survey. This can be used for uploading the survey responses back into the system. So I'll be adding a password. And if you want to have a kiosk mode, which is nothing but if you want to if you want the survey to be restarted if no one interact, or if you want to restart the survey form after someone completed the survey, you can have the kiosk mode where you can set up the time duration when you'd like to restart the survey form, and you can click on activate, and there would be auto upload option. So if you enable this option, whenever you have an internet connection, the responses collected responses would be directly uploaded into the database without any manual process. So for now, I will click on activate, and you'll be getting an offline survey link similar to the online link. All you need to do is you need to load the survey link in your mobile device or an iPad or a tablet device, and you need to bookmark them. And only for the first time, you need to have an internet connection to load the survey form. And then you can turn off your internet connection and you can start out and taking the surveys. So for now, I will just give some sample response, and I will show you how we can edit or delete the collected results and how we can upload them manually. So I will click on take survey, and I'll be answering few responses. Good. And click on submit. And if you want to take another response, you can click excellent and click on submit. Now at the top right, you could able to see the home icon. When you click on the icon, you could able to see the admin console where you'll be entering the password. So in the admin console, you could able to see like how many responses you have been collected so far, and you can view them, or even if you want to edit or delete them, you can do it. And once you have an internet connection, you can upload all the responses by clicking on the upload all response button, and you can enter the password, and all the response will be uploaded into the database now. Yes. Now let me show you how you can purchase the responses using research panel. So we'll move on to this presentation. So buy responses through research panel. So using research panel, you can easily select the demographic for your target audience, and you can easily collect the responses for your need. So I will show you how to do it in the product. So in the same launch section, you can see buy responses, where you need to give the consent. So because using by responses, you cannot collect any personal identifying information like name, email address. So because this one will be used only for the research purpose. So you can click on continue, where you can able to select the responses count which you're looking for, let's say like 500, and you can select the incident rate, which is nothing but how many percentage like you think qualify for your survey. And similarly, you can choose the country. Like if you're going to collect the responses in United States, you can choose the country as United States, and further narrowing down, if you want to target any specific region, you can use the US division or as US states, and you can select the states that you'd like to purchase the response. And you can also even do region balancing, and you can click on OK. Similarly, you can do this, the balancing for the gender, age. So if you want to target any specific industry sectors like finance or marketing, you can choose the sector, and then you can click on check calculate. So once you click on calculate, we'll be providing you the estimated amount for your target audience, and you can click on the project details show, where you can see what is the price per response, and you can go ahead with the checkout now. So once you click on the checkout now, you'll be getting a message, because once you made the purchase, you cannot edit or modify the survey since the survey is online. So we will proceed, and now we can have a look on the project details, like what is the estimated date of delivery. So typically it would take 3 to 7 days based on the instance rate and the target audience. Now you can click on the make payment button and you can make the payment. So with this, I conclude the demonstration session of the webinar. If you have any questions, please post them in the question section. I would be happy to answer them.
Thank you very much for joining us here today. Have a good day, everyone, and good night if it's nighttime for you. Bye.